confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside, it's Turner. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Trying to squeak through the pile. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Dropping back, it's Daly. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Turner. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Makes the catch. It's Dozier. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's past the sticks. Maybe some room here. He's at the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They'll run him again. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the foot.
Makes a grab and room to run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nowhere to go.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Straight ahead, it's Hill. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's gone. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Unloads it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making his first move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the draw, it's Turner. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 20 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to...
Caught, and he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Still running at the 40. Here's a little room there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. They're all over it. And they got it.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the...
It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Pitt. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Trying to get the corner. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Quick give. It's Hill. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, NC State.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Play action on first down. Finds his target. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Off play action. Pulls it in. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Daly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They couldn't make the connection on second down, now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. On the move, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Plows through the defense. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Back to pass, it's Daly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he gets it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Hines is tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Right side, it's Jackson. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback, getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
He'll pull it down. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. Run ends there. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Jackson. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From the gun, it's Hill. Shows him the stiff arm. Just keeps moving. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Gauze.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Right side, it's Dozier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Oh, pressure's coming. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Running the red zone. It's Hill. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. NC State going up tempo. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They jump on top here in OT. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Hits inside. It's Turner. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Left side, it's Reynolds. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that drive.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone.
Touchdown, Panthers! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a two-point conversion. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Escapes the pressure going right. They got it!